What is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today I'm recording this video in advance. Just right now I got an off day on July 4th from work and all that, so I'm just taking it to rest, get some editing, other things like that with the channel done. So that's what we got going on today. And the topic of this video is if the sneaker market will recover. I mean, we're kind of discussing that, but also we're discussing how a lot of shoes are just down right now. There isn't things that are really rising in price like that unless it's a super limited and super desired shoe, and there isn't many of those that we have coming out nowadays, because usually the ones that people want, they end up, being good stock, ends up breaking price. People actually end up being able to get them, or it ends up being something like, for example, the Doritos SB, where it was just so hard to get, it was bound to rise in price. We all knew it would. It was just when, and we couldn't really time it. It ended up being right after the sneakers drop, like right after, not like a week after, like the day, like hour after, it started rising. So pretty, crazy stuff. But if y'all want more content like this, check my Instagrams, any of that down below. We'll get into this video. Don't forget, check out my friend and I's group down below. We've been, dropping a lot of undermarket sneakers recently, as you guys can see. Clothing items as well. They're all profitable. You can sell them to apps, locally, GOAT. Heavily recommend GOAT and consignment for any of our plays. We've helped members to make some great money off that recently. So don't miss out. Hope to see you on that wait list down below. And you can get access to our deals. Again, start hitting on more drops. All their guides showing you how to buy, one-on-one support, early info, and pings for, like profitable stuff online, not just sneakers. Even show you how to get like free Amazon items with our freebie section. So see you guys there in that wait list. You can check out our reviews as well. So, we're 100% legit, and even people that just joined already liking it. So hope to see you guys there, and you'll get a response within 24 hours. Let's get started. I don't know what that theme was right there, but let's go. So I kind of want to give a few examples of some sneakers right here when I'm discussing the sneaker market being down. So kind of one of the first ones I want to get into. I do want to dive into, the Azures in a second, but discussing the Deacon SBs. Now, I do want to say I just think these are a bit undervalued right now. However, I am a bit surprised that they released this SB with a little bit more stock. There hasn't been like a ton of restocks of this pair. And if you go look at the prices, they're not doing too hot. I mean, even for the black pair is a little bit better. That one actually is, kind of sitting a little bit better in terms of, like market price and things like that. But overall, you're looking at the prices for these and you're like, wow, I like this SB maybe. It does seem to be a little bit undervalued. There was more pairs of this one than, just like your average or normal SB. But even looking at some of the nice pairs right now, they aren't really rising in value. I mean, you can see within, the last month, it seems like, oh, hey, we might finally starting, to be making like some progress on these. But overall, I think this would be the month that would kind of, determine whether we're going to see SB4s rising a little bit faster or slower. Now, if you actually go look at this chart right here over the last few months, it has been kind of slowly rising, and eventually these are going to kind of, start to take off in price a little bit more. It isn't really noticeable right now, but I just want to say the sneaker market is 100% down. If this, shoe, you can just go look and analyze this one, and this is 100% proof of the market being down, because this is a very high, very in-demand sneaker. And yes, the prices all are like, they're already high for it. That's why if you go look at the big sizes, I believe those ones have already risen a good amount, if I'm correct. Yeah, a lot of the big sizes and SB4s have already kind of done their rise. That's why, we're at this point where they aren't really going any further, because, those small sizes usually tend to follow the big sizes. And when the big sizes are already up there at like $500, there isn't really much room for them to grow. I remember buying a big size pair right here, at around $353. I didn't buy it off StockX, but I got a really good deal. Bought a size 13 for $353, and I regret selling that pair. Man, if I'd only held on to that. But hey, somebody got a good deal. Glad I got somebody fresh. That's always a good thing. We love seeing people wear their pairs. But yeah, these definitely have already made some great progress, and it's eventually gonna, kind of follow in these smaller sizes. You just have to give them a little bit more time. It's gonna happen soon. I could see, these size 9, size 10s. Size 10 is gonna cross 400, shortly, and these are gonna be, at 350, 370-ish. That wouldn't surprise me too much. But there isn't much more that's on the way for these. They're gonna rise no matter what, since it's a limited shoe. It's one of the more hyped ones from earlier this year. We just gotta let them age a bit more. But people have been asking me more just about general sneaker releases, for example, like the Deacon SBs or the Yeezy Azure slides. These, again, another one that's bound to rise, and this is also proof of the sneaker market being down. If you go look at how this one has been performing, it's been rising. Again, you can look very slowly, pretty much unnoticeable though. I mean, this is a $5 rise over the course of 2 weeks. It's not like, we're looking at this and going, wow, crazy progress. No, that's definitely not what we're doing with this shoe. So I just want to say, if anything, the Azures will start making more progress, but again, a lot of things, they just dropped. And also, there just isn't really any releases going on. People aren't just focused, they really aren't focused on shoes right now, because again, there's not a lot of releases that are going on. If, of course, there was more hype drops happening, then yeah, there'd be more hype towards, you know, buying sneakers and reselling sneakers. But if there's nothing going on, kind of like right now, then yeah, people's focus isn't going to be, you know, towards getting the next sneaker or copping whatever's coming up, or, you know, getting this new pair for the collection. You know, only the people that are really, really focused on sneakers and have kind of always been into it are going to be, you know, still remaining in the game. But there's a good amount of people that make up, you know, that average consumer, that person that just comes in and buys a pair or two, you know, and then steps away. There's so many people like that. So you just have to think about that. There isn't as many people right now that are just, you know, buying their, you know, couple pairs here. You know, most people are just kind of, you know, stepping away from the sneaker game right now, or just aren't focused on it because, again, things aren't doing too hot right now in the world. Let's be real. I mean, most people just aren't having a lot of money to put up for, you know, just an extra pair of shoes, things like that. Like, people aren't spending their money on sneakers. They have more important things to spend their money on right now. So that's kind of like a couple, like, that's what we have to take into account. Once, you know, the economy kind of recovers some, then we'll see, you know, people spending a little bit more money on, you know, things they want to buy for themselves, things like that. And then, you know, the sneaker market will recover. A lot of these shoes we're talking about right here on the screen that, again, are flat right now, that it seems a little bit surprising that they would be, won't be anymore. They'll be rising in price, or will already be up there, you know what I mean? Because they've made that progress over time, and now it's like people are finally, you know, paying that high price at, you know, whatever it'll be, you know, couple years down the line. Because let's be real, it's going to take a little bit for the market to recover. It's not just going to happen overnight. Like, this is going to be something that would take months on months on months. Like, it's not just going to be kind of like, boom, oh, one thing happened, now, you know, sneakers are suddenly selling hot again. Nah, it's not really how it is. And you guys can see this one isn't also, like, this is another factor I want to put in about this one. This one is not as popular as, like, for example, the Onyx Slide. The Onyx Slide is way more popular than these. Actually, I think has 3 times more sales every 3 days than this one does. So it just kind of goes to show what people are looking for. They're looking for the Onyx Slides instead of this one. Eventually, that'll switch over, and I discussed that in a recent video where when the Onyx Slides just become too pricey, people are going to go run into these and some other colorways that'll be a little bit more affordable. But that's just what I wanted to mention to you guys. The sneaker market is 110% down. It will take a while to recover, and for any of the shoes that you're really into, maybe even looking as like, you know, hey, why aren't these rising? I thought these, you know, would be making more progress. Firstly, for this one, it's just in the big sizes where they've really made that crazy progress. And second, again, people just aren't having as much money for sneakers right now, and it isn't people's main focus. So we just have to understand that. But that'll eventually change a little bit more once, you know, more people have money for shoes. Then yeah, it'll be a lot better. You'll be able to sell some pairs much, much easier. But I'm not saying you can't sell your sneakers. There's still people out there that are paying the high for shoes, or, you know, going out there and buying plenty of pairs. Trust me, there's plenty of people still doing that. So I'm not saying that there isn't, you know, people out there spending their money on shoes, but not as many are right now. But overall, when it comes down to the hype models right now, the Yeezy Slides, the SBs, the Jordan 4s, yeah, they're still all in. I mean, some of the, you know, hype trends are dying. For example, like dunk lows. People really aren't messing with those as much anymore. People are more or less now going for SB dunk lows. There's still dunks, just SB version. So, I mean, again, I'm liking some of these new collaborations we're seeing. This one is a little bit different. It is a Deacon SB, so it's cut by the heel, you know, not any padding on the tongue. So it is a little bit different. But I love the embroidery on this one. I think it's really well done. And these, again, you just got to let them age. Like, it's a Yeezy Slide. You'll be able to sell them no problem Christmas time. Like, that this is one of the easiest selling shoes, especially around that period of time. And 4s, I mean, this is one of the best ones we've seen, and one of the first Jordan 4 SB collaborations we've had in a while. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, he's going to just let him age. That's how it is with a lot of these shoes right now. They're not rising right now because things are doing hot right now. Just, again, let him get older and watch. That's pretty much everything I need to mention to you guys, though. Just a little update video about the sneaker market, since, again, it is down. It's going to stay down for a while, but if you have capital to put up, maybe get some of these pairs that are down right now, because it's a good idea, because a couple years down the line when things are better, yeah, we'll be good. But if y'all want more content like this, feel free to check out my friend and I's group down below, and subscribe and like if y'all want more content like this. Just trying to like 200 likes on this video. That'd be great. Not sure if I popped up anything on the screen for it, but if not, hopefully y'all will drop that down below there. Leave your comments as well. What have you been holding on to? Are you offloading inventory? Are you holding on to, you know, some of the new drops? You're like, you know, I really like this release and I think it's going to be, you know, doing better down the line. That's how I feel about a lot of the SB stuff that happened in 2022 and the stuff that's on the way for SB in 2023. I'm like, man, these are really good SBs. Like, a couple years down the line, there's no way these are, you know, going to be the same price. Like, I mean, you know, you look at the Jaritos SBs, Why So Sad SBs. You look at, I'm trying to think of another example, the Crenshaw Skate Club SBs on the way. Like, there's so many good pairs that are coming soon. I'm like, you know, I'm I'm putting these all in the vault and not worrying about it because I think I'll be good. So yeah, again, feel free to get in that wait list down below. Start getting more of your favorite item. Again, don't forget the undermarket deals, free app we have for members, teaching you how to buy, pings for profitable things online like ticket flips, so many other things. Like it's not just sneakers. We can really show you how to expand your resale game in a ton of areas. So get on that wait list and see y'all down below. But as everything I'm going to mention to you guys, feel free to again follow the Instagram page, Twitter page, any of that down below. Do not miss out. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I'll mention there. So I'm ending that screen recording. I'm Tristan. Thank you guys, and hopefully I will catch you all in the next video fairly soon. Peace.